Welcome, dear friends. Today we're diving into a topic that might be uncomfortable, but is essential for living our golden years with the peace and joy we all deserve. As we age, we gain the right to cherish every day free from unnecessary burdens and negativity. So, let's talk about the people we should avoid associating with in our later years, those who can drain us rather than uplift us. Stick with me, and let's explore how to protect our happiness and keep our lives full of light. Part 1. The heavy burden of negativity, choosing light over darkness in the twilight of life. As we grow older, life naturally changes. Priorities shift, retirement, family, and health become central, and many of us begin searching for a sense of peace, joy, and fulfillment. Protecting our emotional well-being becomes more than a want, it's a need. That's why it's so important to be selective about the people we keep in our lives. Today, I want to talk about the first group to steer clear of, those with a negative outlook on life. Negativity can be quiet and subtle, sneaking into your life through offhand comments or small criticisms. It's not always loud or dramatic, but it can be just as harmful. Negative people are the ones who never seem satisfied, who always find the cloud in every silver lining, and who drag others down with their relentless pessimism. Have you ever noticed how some people complain, regardless of the situation? If it's sunny, they say it's too bright. If it's raining, it's too dreary. When someone is kind to them, they question the motives behind that kindness. For these individuals, the world is full of flaws, and they can never see the beauty or goodness in it. This kind of negativity is like a fog that clouds everything, making it hard to appreciate the simple, beautiful moments in life. When you're around these people, their gloom can eventually become your own. Instead of enjoying a grandchild's laughter, the warmth of the sun on your face, or the smell of a morning coffee, you start focusing on what's missing or what's wrong. In our later years, after all we've been through, losses, struggles, the storms of life, we've also learned how to appreciate the small joys. We have seen both the light and dark of the world, and we know how to choose joy, how to treasure the good moments when they come. Negative people, however, can take away that joy if we let them. If left unchecked, their constant complaining can fill our own hearts with doubt, dragging us into stress we don't need. It's important to realize that people who are negative aren't always that way by choice. Often, their negative outlook comes from unresolved pain or disappointments. Maybe they've been hurt and have built walls to protect themselves. Their negativity could be a shield they use against the world. And while this might make you feel compassionate toward them, it doesn't mean that you should carry the weight of their negativity on your shoulders. It's not your responsibility to fix them, and you definitely don't need to sacrifice your emotional health in the process. So, what can you do if someone in your life fits this description? First, recognize the impact they have on your well-being. Take note of how you feel after spending time with them. Do you feel drained, agitated, or downcast? If so, it's time to reevaluate that relationship. Protecting your peace doesn't mean that you don't care. It means that you're setting boundaries to safeguard your happiness, and boundaries are crucial for maintaining your own sense of well-being. It's perfectly okay to limit your time with people who bring you down. You don't owe anyone unlimited access to your life, especially if they're making it harder for you to find peace. You've earned the right to choose your own happiness. Surround yourself with those who see the beauty in life, people who lift you up, who appreciate the little things, and who share your gratitude for the world around you. Seek out relationships that bring you energy rather than take it away. These are the people who make even the quiet moments feel full of warmth. They're the ones who can sit beside you without the need for endless conversation and still make you feel understood and loved. They celebrate your victories without envy and share your burdens without judgment. These are the people worth keeping close. If you find yourself overwhelmed by someone else's negativity, remind yourself of what brings you peace. Step outside, feel the sun on your face, listen to the birds in the morning, or enjoy the simple pleasures that no one else can take from you. Your ability to find joy in these moments is the greatest defense against the darkness others may carry. You deserve to live a life that feels light, free from the unnecessary burdens others might try to place on you. Life is precious, especially in our later years. It's a time to reflect on the joys we've had, the lessons we've learned, and the happiness we can still create. It's a time to make the choice to live in the light, surrounded by people who brighten our days rather than darken them. Remember, Not every relationship is meant to last forever, and it's okay to move on from those that don't serve your well-being. You've earned the right to protect your peace, to prioritize your happiness, and to surround yourself with positivity. In the twilight of life, choosing joy is not just a luxury, it's a necessity. In the next part, we'll discuss another group of people to avoid in your golden years, those who carry anger and aggression, and how their presence can rob you of the tranquility you've worked so hard to create. Stay tuned, and let's continue this journey together. Part 2. Part 2. Avoid the tempest, the danger of angry and aggressive people. In our later years, peace is not just a gift, it is a necessity. After decades of navigating life's ups and downs, what most of us want is tranquility, a gentle retreat from the storms we've already weathered. But even during these cherished years, there are people whose presence can disrupt this peace. Angry and aggressive individuals are like wildfires. They can bring chaos into our lives, burning away the calm we've worked so hard to cultivate. Protecting ourselves from these people is not only wise, it's absolutely essential. Anger, much like a fire, can spread quickly, consuming everything in its path. For some people, anger is their default response. Even the smallest inconvenience sets them off, and minor disagreements turn into full-blown arguments. Their voices rise, their words cut deeply, and their actions can leave you feeling unsettled and anxious. Spending time around these people often feels like walking on eggshells, constantly trying not to trigger their next outburst. Aggression doesn't always manifest as yelling or overt confrontation. It can be much more subtle. It can come in the form of harsh criticisms, cutting sarcasm, or relentless blame. Sometimes it even shows up in body language, a tense posture, a glare, or an intimidating presence that puts you on edge. Over time, dealing with this kind of behavior can become exhausting. It drains you emotionally and leaves you feeling depleted. For older adults, the impact of this kind of stress is even more pronounced. Physical and emotional stress takes a greater toll on the body as we age. Constant exposure to anger and aggression can lead to increased blood pressure, sleepless nights, and a lingering sense of unease that affects every aspect of your well-being. That's why it's so important to recognize these behaviors for what they are and take steps to protect yourself. No one deserves to endure someone else's anger, especially not in the later stages of life. It's important to understand that you are not responsible for someone else's inability to control their temper. Whether the angry person has been in your life for years or they are someone new, their behavior is not just how they are, and it's certainly not something you need to accept or tolerate. Recognizing the signs of harmful anger is the first step toward protecting yourself. Ask yourself, how do you feel after spending time with this person? Do you feel tense, anxious, or emotionally drained? Do you find yourself avoiding certain topics or situations to try to keep the peace? If the answer is yes, it may be time to reevaluate that relationship. Setting boundaries with angry or aggressive people is a crucial act of self-care. It's not selfish, it's survival. Calmly but firmly communicating what behavior you will not tolerate is one way to establish these boundaries. For example, if someone raises their voice at you, you might say, "I'd like to continue this conversation, but only if we can both speak calmly." If they persist in their behavior, it's perfectly acceptable to walk away. You have every right to protect your emotional and physical well-being. Just as important as setting boundaries is surrounding yourself with those who embody calm and kindness. Being around peaceful people has a way of softening the edges of life. These individuals remind us that most challenges can be faced with patience and understanding rather than aggression. They bring balance to our world, helping us navigate life's difficulties with grace rather than conflict. Forgiveness also plays a role in dealing with angry people, but it's important to understand what forgiveness means in this context. Forgiving someone does not mean excusing harmful behavior or allowing them back into your life to hurt you again. Instead, it means releasing the anger and resentment you hold in your own heart. It means freeing yourself from the burden of their behavior so that you can move forward without carrying that emotional weight. Letting go of resentment allows you to make space for joy, reflection, and deeper connections with those who truly value and respect you. Your later years should be a time of peace. The storms of life, the struggles, the battles, the conflicts, are behind you. Now is the time to seek stillness, to cultivate relationships that nourish your spirit and bring you joy, and to let go of anything that disturbs your calm. You've earned the right to protect your serenity, and you have every reason to walk away from those who cannot honor it. Imagine a life where the only voices around you are those of love, kindness, and calm. Imagine being surrounded by people who lift you up instead of dragging you into arguments. The choice to protect your peace is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. It's not easy, especially when it involves distancing yourself from people you've known for years, but it is absolutely worth it. Remember, just because someone has always been a part of your life doesn't mean they have to stay. People grow, and sometimes they grow apart. If someone's presence brings more turmoil than tranquility, it's okay to let them go. You deserve relationships that bring you comfort, that make you feel safe, and that fill your days with warmth and positivity. In the end, life is too short to spend it surrounded by anger. Our later years are meant to be a time of reflection, a time to savor the moments that bring us joy, and a time to find stillness in the midst of a busy world. Don't let anyone take that from you. Protect your peace fiercely, and cherish the tranquility you've worked so hard to create. The people you allow into your life have a profound impact on your well-being. Angry and aggressive individuals bring stress, conflict, and tension, while calm and kind individuals bring balance, joy, and understanding. Choose wisely and prioritize your well-being above all else. You've earned the right to live your golden years with grace and dignity, free from the turmoil of others. Surround yourself with those who inspire patience, who encourage you to take a deep breath, and who make even the most challenging days feel manageable. These are the people who will sit beside you in silence and make it feel like home, who will celebrate your joys without envy, and who will share your burdens without judgment. By choosing to let go of anger, both your own and that of others, you open the door to a life of true peace. Your golden years are a time to cultivate the things that bring you happiness, to nurture the relationships that matter, and to let go of anything that doesn't serve you. Let the light of peace guide you forward, and embrace the tranquility that comes from knowing you've done your best to protect your own heart. Your later years are a gift, a time to live fully and unapologetically. Don't let anyone's anger cast a shadow over your life. Step into the light of peace, and let it fill your days with warmth, kindness, and joy. You've earned this serenity, and you deserve to live in a way that honors the life you've built. Part 3. False praise and empty loyalties. The danger of insincere people. As we grow older, we crave relationships that are genuine, connections that are built on trust, respect, and honesty. After years of navigating life's ups and downs, the last thing any of us need is hollow companionship that comes with empty words and insincere intentions. Insincere people are those who will praise you when things are good, but disappear or even turn against you when times get tough. Their loyalty is fleeting, and their false praise can leave behind a deep sense of betrayal. It's important to recognize these people and protect yourself from the harm they can bring. Insincere people have a way of sensing when you are vulnerable or when they can gain something from your company. They may shower you with compliments, call you a hero, or tell you that you're irreplaceable, but often these words are more about manipulation than genuine admiration. They want something from you, whether it's a favor, your influence, or even just your attention. Their praise is shallow, lacking the depth of true care, and if you look closely, you'll see that their actions rarely match their words. The true test of their character comes when you face challenges, a health issue, a financial difficulty, or an emotional struggle. Suddenly, these people are nowhere to be found. The phone calls stop, the friendly visits disappear, and in some cases, they might even speak ill of you to others. Their loyalty dries up the moment they have nothing more to gain from you. It's in these difficult moments that their true colors come to light, and their betrayal can be deeply painful. Being around insincere people doesn't just hurt in the moment. It can have a lasting impact. It shakes your confidence in people, making it harder to trust again. After experiencing betrayal, you may find yourself questioning the sincerity of others, wondering if their kindness is genuine, or if it comes with strings attached. This kind of doubt can rob you of the joy that comes from authentic connection. It's important to remember that not everyone who offers kind words has ulterior motives. Many people express genuine admiration and support without expecting anything in return. The challenge lies in distinguishing between those who are truly there for you and those who are not. Genuine friends stand by your side not because they want something from you, but because they value you as a person. They celebrate your successes without turning them into opportunities for themselves, and they stand by you in times of need, not because it benefits them, but because they care. Protecting yourself from insincere people doesn't mean shutting yourself off from everyone. It means being discerning about who you allow into your inner circle. Pay attention to actions, not just words. Do the people around you show up when you need them, or do they vanish when times get tough? Do they support you quietly and sincerely, or do they only seem interested when they can benefit from your situation? It's okay to let go of relationships that leave you feeling used or undervalued. You've spent a lifetime building your values, your relationships, and your sense of self. You don't need people in your life who only take from you without giving anything in return. Letting go of insincere people isn't an act of cynicism, it's an act of self-respect. Surround yourself with people whose words and actions align. True loyalty isn't loud or boastful, it's steady and unwavering. Seek out those who show up not just for the celebrations, but also for the quiet, difficult moments. These are the individuals who will sit beside you when you need a shoulder to lean on, who will celebrate your joys without envy, and who will be there even when there's nothing in it for them. These are the relationships worth nurturing. Your later years are a time for meaningful connections, relationships that bring you joy, comfort, and a sense of belonging. Life is too short to waste on relationships that leave you feeling hollow or unfulfilled. Protect your time and energy, and choose to invest in connections that are genuine. By doing so, you create a circle of people who enrich your life rather than deplete it. It's also important to protect your own heart from becoming insincere. In moments when you feel tempted to say something just because it sounds good, take a step back and consider whether your words are truly reflective of your feelings. Authenticity goes both ways. It's about being true to others and being true to yourself. The more you practice authenticity, the more you'll attract people who do the same. There's a quiet joy that comes from knowing that the people in your life are there because they truly care. It's not about grand gestures or over-the-top praise, it's about the small, consistent acts of kindness that show someone values you for who you are. These are the relationships that matter, the ones that bring warmth and light to your days. Cultivate these connections and let go of anything that feels insincere or transactional. Life is too precious to spend on people who can't be genuine. As you move forward, choose relationships that bring meaning to your days. Seek out those who lift you up, who support you without expecting anything in return, and who remind you of the goodness in the world. The more you surround yourself with these kinds of people, the more fulfilled your life will be. If you're enjoying this video so far, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an update. We'd also love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share your thoughts on the importance of genuine relationships in your life. Your feedback means a lot to us and helps us create content that resonates with you. When it comes to choosing the people we allow into our lives, it's all about finding those who bring us joy and letting go of those who bring unnecessary pain. It's about creating a space that feels safe, supportive, and uplifting. This doesn't mean isolating yourself or avoiding all challenges, it means being intentional about who you allow into your heart. Imagine a garden. The people in your life are like the plants you choose to nurture. Some bring beauty and color, while others may be weeds that choke out the flowers. You have the power to decide what stays and what goes. By choosing to let go of insincere people, you make room for the relationships that truly matter, the ones that bring beauty, joy, and meaning to your life. Your later years are a time to savor the moments that matter, to reflect on the journey you've taken, and to cherish the relationships that have stood the test of time. Don't let insincere people take away from the joy and peace you've worked so hard to cultivate. Protect your heart, protect your energy, and choose to surround yourself with those who see you, value you, and love you for who you are. You deserve relationships that are built on truth, respect, and kindness. You deserve people who will stand by your side through thick and thin, who will share in your joys and comfort you in your sorrows. Letting go of those who can't offer that isn't a loss. It's a step toward living a more authentic and fulfilling life. As we continue this journey through life, may we always strive to keep our hearts open to love, our minds open to growth, and our lives open to the kind of people who make the journey worthwhile. The company we keep is one of the most important choices we make, so let's choose wisely, with intention, and with a deep sense of self-worth. Thank you for watching and for being a part of this community. Remember, your golden years are yours to live fully, authentically, and with the kind of people who truly deserve to be by your side. Stay tuned as we move on to the next part of our discussion, where we'll talk about the importance of setting boundaries with people who just can't seem to respect your privacy, and why boundaries are an act of self-love. Part 4. Part 4. Boundaries matter, the cost of meddlesome people. As we grow older, we come to realize just how valuable our peace and privacy are. In our later years, we have earned the right to live life on our own terms, without unnecessary interference or pressure from others. However, there are still people out there who just can't seem to respect this simple truth. These are the meddlesome individuals who involve themselves in our lives without invitation, offering unsolicited advice, prying into personal matters, and getting involved in situations that don't concern them. While their interference might seem minor at first, it can eventually become a persistent drain on your emotional energy. Meddlesome people often claim that their intentions are good. They say they are just trying to help when they give advice on your financial decisions, question your family relationships, or offer opinions on how you should manage your health. But their so-called help can feel intrusive and unhelpful. Instead of feeling supported, you end up feeling judged, misunderstood, or even undermined. Their constant input creates a sense of unease, making it difficult to feel truly in control of your own life. Some meddlesome individuals thrive on gossip, turning your private matters into public conversations. They blur the lines between genuine concern and outright nosiness, making you feel as though your life is no longer entirely your own. It can be exhausting to deal with someone who feels the need to comment on every aspect of your life, from how you spend your money to how you manage your health and relationships. For older adults, this kind of meddling can be especially demeaning. It can make you feel as though you are no longer capable of making your own decisions or managing your own affairs. This intrusion often comes under the guise of looking out for you, but instead of making you feel cared for, it leaves you feeling diminished. Genuine care is always welcome, but meddling is different. It diminishes your autonomy and replaces respect with overreach. It's important to remember that you have every right to set boundaries with these individuals. Boundaries are not about shutting people out. They are about creating space for yourself and protecting your peace. They are about letting others know what is and isn't acceptable behavior when it comes to your life. Setting boundaries with meddlesome people is an act of self-respect and self-care, and it's essential for maintaining your emotional well-being. The key to handling meddlesome individuals is to be firm yet polite. When someone tries to involve themselves in an area of your life that you don't want to discuss, let them know. You could say something like, "I appreciate your concern, but I've got this under control." You don't owe anyone an explanation or justification for your choices. Your life is yours to live. By calmly and clearly setting these boundaries, you send a message that your independence is not up for debate. It can be challenging to establish boundaries, especially with people who have been in your life for a long time. You may worry about hurting their feelings or creating conflict, but remember, you are not responsible for their reactions. You are responsible for your own well-being. If someone truly cares about you, they will understand and respect your need for privacy and autonomy. Those who refuse to respect your boundaries are showing you that their desire to control outweighs their respect for you as an individual. Just as important as setting boundaries is surrounding yourself with people who respect them. True friends and supportive family members understand the importance of your independence. They offer their support when needed, but they never push or pry. They know when to offer advice and when to simply listen. These are the people who enrich your life, making you feel valued and respected rather than overwhelmed and judged. Meddling is often rooted in a person's own insecurities or need for control. Some individuals feel the need to involve themselves in others' lives because it gives them a sense of importance or because they believe they know best. While this behavior may stem from their own unresolved issues, it's not your responsibility to accommodate it, especially when it comes at the cost of your own peace of mind. Letting go of meddlesome people doesn't mean isolating yourself. It means prioritizing relationships that bring positivity into your life. It means creating a space where you can truly be yourself without feeling like every decision you make is up for scrutiny. Your later years are a time to enjoy the freedom that comes with experience, the freedom to live life according to your own values, without the interference of others. Imagine waking up each day knowing that the only people in your life are those who respect you, who trust your judgment, and who value your autonomy. Imagine having the space to make decisions, big or small, without feeling like someone is watching over your shoulder. ready to critique or offer unsolicited advice. This kind of freedom is what we all deserve, especially in our later years. Creating this kind of space for yourself requires courage. It means having difficult conversations, standing firm in your decisions, and sometimes letting go of relationships that have been part of your life for a long time. But the reward, the peace and freedom that comes from living life on your own terms, is well worth it. You've earned the right to live without constant interference, to make your own choices, and to enjoy the results of those choices without anyone else weighing in. There is a beauty that comes with living authentically, with making choices that align with your own values and desires rather than those imposed by others. When you set boundaries, you give yourself the opportunity to live in alignment with who you truly are. You create a life that is uniquely yours, filled with the people and experiences that bring you joy, comfort, and fulfillment. Remember, your golden years are a time to cherish the moments that bring you peace and to reflect on the journey you've taken. Don't let the interference of others steal that from you. By protecting your boundaries and prioritizing your well-being, you can ensure that your days are filled with the tranquility and fulfillment you deserve. If you've enjoyed this video so far, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an update. We value your feedback, and we'd love to hear your thoughts on the importance of setting boundaries and protecting your peace. Letting go of meddlesome people also means embracing the relationships that truly matter, the ones that bring warmth, comfort, and joy into your life. The people who respect your privacy, who offer support without pushing, and who listen without judgment. These are the individuals who make life beautiful. They understand that care is about respect, not control, and that true support comes from standing beside someone, not from trying to steer their life. Your time and energy are precious. Spend them with people who bring positivity into your life, who respect your choices, and who value your independence. The more you surround yourself with these kinds of individuals, the more peace you will find in your everyday life. Your later years are meant to be a time of reflection, joy, and fulfillment. Don't let anyone take that away from you. Boundaries are an essential part of living a fulfilling life. They allow you to define what is acceptable and what isn't, to protect your emotional well-being, and to live in a way that honors who you are. By setting boundaries with meddlesome people, you create space for the relationships and experiences that truly matter. You create a life that is yours, a life that is rich with meaning, joy, and peace. In the end, the relationships that matter most are the ones that bring you comfort, joy, and a sense of belonging. Choose to invest in these connections and let go of those that leave you feeling drained, judged, or undermined. By doing so, you make room for a life that is full of warmth, love, and fulfillment. A life that is lived on your own terms. Thank you for being here with us today. We hope this message resonates with you and inspires you to take charge of your own peace and happiness. Remember, your golden years are yours to live. Live them fully, authentically, and without unnecessary interference. Stay tuned for the next part, where we'll discuss another group of people to avoid, those whose envy can weigh down your spirit and steal the joy you've worked so hard to cultivate. Part 5. Part 5. Free yourself from jealousy, the weight of envy in others. In our later years, there is a certain joy that comes from appreciating what we have and celebrating the life we've built. There is comfort in knowing that we have done our best, and that every moment, whether filled with happiness or challenges, has brought us to where we are today. However, not everyone shares this sense of contentment. Some people carry a heavy burden of envy, a quiet bitterness that can color their view of others' accomplishments. These are the ones who can't celebrate another's joy, and instead see a neighbor's success as a painful reminder of their own perceived shortcomings. It's important to recognize that jealousy is not always obvious. It can show up in subtle ways: a dismissive comment, a whispered critique, or a strained smile when you share good news. Envious people are those who seem unable to truly share in others' happiness. They may criticize behind your back or minimize your achievements, often because they feel threatened or inadequate themselves. This kind of behavior can be incredibly draining, especially when it comes from someone you consider close. Imagine a neighbor who used to share warm conversations over the fence, but became distant the day you got a new car or renovated your home. Or perhaps a friend who always seemed happy for you, but now finds fault in every bit of good news you share. Their envy may not always be loud or confrontational, but it lingers like an unwelcome shadow, making you question your right to feel proud of the things you've achieved. The weight of jealousy, when allowed too close, can start to bring you down as well. Being around envious people can make you second-guess your achievements and feel guilty for things that should bring you joy. You might start downplaying your success, minimizing your happiness, just to avoid the resentment that seems to follow. Over time, their negativity can seep into your own heart, making it harder to find joy in the blessings you've worked so hard for. It's crucial to understand that someone else's jealousy is not your burden to carry. You are not responsible for their feelings of inadequacy or resentment. The tragedy of envy is that it often grows from misunderstanding. People who are envious only see the surface, the new car, the family gatherings, the achievements, and fail to consider the effort, sacrifice, or struggles that went into building those moments. They compare their worst days to someone else's best, and this unfair comparison breeds resentment. But recognizing the roots of jealousy doesn't mean you need to tolerate it. It's one thing to understand why someone behaves a certain way, but it's another thing entirely to let that behavior affect your happiness. Protecting yourself from the impact of envy begins with recognizing its presence. If someone's words or actions make you feel like you need to apologize for your success or happiness, it's a sign that the relationship may not be healthy for you. You deserve to feel proud of your accomplishments, and you deserve to be surrounded by people who genuinely support you. Distance yourself from those who can't celebrate your joy. This isn't selfish, it's self-preservation. Your later years are meant to be a time of peace and reflection, not a time to manage the emotions of those who can't see the beauty in your life. Instead, choose to surround yourself with people who lift you up. Seek out those who celebrate your victories, no matter how big or small. These are the individuals who see your achievements as a source of inspiration rather than a threat. They cheer for you, knowing that life isn't a competition, but a journey we all walk together. Their support will remind you of the goodness in the world, filling your days with warmth and positivity. It's also important to guard your own heart against envy. Jealousy is a natural human emotion, and we all feel it from time to time. But instead of allowing it to fester, use it as an opportunity for growth. When you find yourself envying others, take a step back and reflect on your own journey. Consider the unique blessings you've received and the accomplishments you've achieved. Gratitude is one of the most powerful antidotes to envy. When you focus on what you have, rather than what you lack, jealousy loses its power over you. Life isn't about having everything, it's about cherishing what you do have. Every one of us has faced struggles and triumphs, and each of our lives is a reflection of the choices we've made. There is no one-size-fits-all measure of success, and comparing your journey to someone else's will only lead to dissatisfaction. Instead, embrace the beauty of your own life, with all its ups and downs, and let that be enough. Your later years are too precious to spend managing the insecurities of others or feeling burdened by jealousy, yours or theirs. You have earned the right to enjoy the fruits of your labor, to celebrate your achievements without guilt, and to live fully and unapologetically. Don't dim your light for anyone. The people who truly care about you will be the ones who are happiest for you when you succeed. If you're enjoying this video so far, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an update. We value your thoughts, and we'd love to hear about how you handle jealousy, whether in yourself or from others. Let's support each other on this journey toward a more peaceful and fulfilling life. The power of envy lies in its ability to cloud our perspective, to make us see only what is missing rather than what is present. But when we choose gratitude over jealousy, we shift our focus to the abundance in our lives. Suddenly, the things we have seem more than enough, and the accomplishments of others become sources of inspiration rather than reminders of what we lack. Imagine a life where you feel free to celebrate every achievement, yours and those of others, without hesitation or fear of judgment. Imagine being surrounded by people who lift you up, who cheer for your success, and who see your happiness as something worth celebrating. This is the kind of life that brings true peace and contentment, and it starts with letting go of jealousy and choosing to embrace gratitude. Gratitude is a practice, and like any practice, it grows stronger with time and effort. Start small. Each day, take a moment to reflect on something you are thankful for. Whether it's a kind word from a friend, the warmth of the sun on your face, or the comfort of a familiar routine. As you focus on these moments of gratitude, you'll find that they multiply, filling your heart with light and your life with peace. Life is too short to spend it caught in a cycle of complaints and jealousy. Choose to celebrate the good in your life and the good in others. Choose to be around people who inspire you, who lift you up, and who bring positivity into your world. Let go of the negativity that doesn't serve you, and open your heart to the joy that comes from truly appreciating what you have. Your golden years are a gift, a time to reflect on the journey you've taken, to cherish the moments that bring you joy, and to build relationships that bring meaning to your life. Don't let the jealousy of others steal that from you. Protect your peace, celebrate your achievements, and let your light shine brightly. The people who are meant to be in your life will see that light, and they will love you for it. Thank you for being here with us today. We hope this message inspires you to let go of jealousy and embrace the joy of living authentically and fully. Remember, your golden years are yours to live. Live them with gratitude, with love, and with the people who truly see and value you. Stay tuned for the final part of our discussion, where we'll talk about the importance of steering clear of those who constantly complain and grumble, and how choosing gratitude can transform your life. Part 6. Part 6. The toll of complaints. Choosing gratitude over grumbling. In our later years, every moment becomes more precious. We've spent a lifetime learning, growing, and experiencing the beauty and challenges that life has to offer. The way we choose to view these moments is deeply influenced by the people we surround ourselves with. Unfortunately, there are some people who can't seem to see the good in anything, the chronic complainers. They are the ones who, no matter what happens, always find something to grumble about. Their negativity can drain the joy from even the most beautiful moments, leaving you feeling weighed down and exhausted. Life is a patchwork of joys and challenges, and we have the power to choose how we respond to each of these moments. Chronic complainers, however, seem unable to make that choice. They focus only on what's wrong, turning every conversation into a list of grievances. Whether it's the weather, their health, the way things used to be, or even other people's behavior, they always find something to complain about. At first, it might seem harmless, but over time, being around this kind of negativity can have a profound impact on your emotional well-being. Complaints act like static, making it harder to hear the melody of gratitude that underpins a fulfilling life. When someone is constantly complaining, it becomes easy to adopt their view of the world, to start seeing everything through a lens of discontentment. Even the simple pleasures, like a warm cup of tea in the morning, the laughter of a loved one, or a quiet walk in nature, can feel muted in the presence of someone who is always focused on what's wrong. In our later years, it's especially important to cultivate a mindset of gratitude. We have lived through so much, the ups, the downs, the lessons learned along the way, and we deserve to enjoy the moments of peace and joy that come from appreciating what we have. Chronic complainers, however, can make it difficult to maintain this mindset. Their focus on the negative can overshadow the blessings in your life, making it harder to see the good that surrounds you. It's not always easy to distance yourself from chronic complainers, especially if they are people you care about, but it's important to recognize the impact their negativity has on your well-being. If someone's constant grumbling leaves you feeling drained, tense, or discouraged, it may be time to set some boundaries. You don't need to engage in their complaints or try to fix their problems. Sometimes, simply listening is enough. But if their negativity starts to affect your own outlook on life, it's okay to take a step back and protect your peace. One way to handle chronic complainers is to gently steer the conversation towards something more positive. If they bring up a problem, encourage them to consider possible solutions or to focus on something good in their life. If their negativity persists, don't be afraid to limit your interactions. Your emotional well-being is worth protecting, and it's okay to prioritize your happiness. At the same time, it's important to cultivate relationships with those who see the beauty in life. Spend time with people who have a sense of wonder, who appreciate the small joys, and who can find something to be grateful for even in difficult times. Gratitude is infectious, and the more you surround yourself with people who practice it, the more you'll find yourself seeing the world through a positive lens. Gratitude isn't about ignoring the challenges or pretending that everything is perfect. It's about choosing to focus on the good, even when life is hard. It's about acknowledging the difficulties while also recognizing the blessings that are present. The more you practice gratitude, the more resilient you become, and the easier it is to find peace and joy in everyday life. Imagine waking up each day with a sense of gratitude for the life you've built. Imagine being able to enjoy the little things, a favorite song, a conversation with a loved one, the warmth of the sun, without the weight of someone else's complaints bringing you down. This is the kind of life that is worth striving for, especially in your golden years. It's a life that is filled with light, even in the face of challenges, because you choose to focus on what's good. The choice to focus on gratitude over complaints is one of the most powerful choices you can make. It changes the way you experience the world and the way you connect with others. When you choose gratitude, you become a source of light for those around you. Someone who lifts others up, rather than bringing them down. You become the kind of person who inspires others to see the good in their own lives, and that kind of positivity has a ripple effect. If you're enjoying this video, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an update. We'd love to hear from you. What are some things you're grateful for today? Let's share our gratitude and uplift each other as we continue on this journey together. Choosing gratitude doesn't mean that you never have a bad day or that you never feel frustrated. It simply means that, even on the difficult days, you make an effort to find something good. It might be something small, a kind word from a stranger, a moment of laughter, or the beauty of nature. Whatever it is, focusing on that good can help shift your perspective and bring a sense of peace, even in challenging times. There is a saying that goes, "Gratitude turns what we have into enough." It's a simple yet profound truth. When you choose to focus on what you have rather than what you lack, you begin to see the abundance in your life. You begin to realize that, despite the challenges, you have so much to be thankful for. This shift in perspective can bring a deep sense of contentment, allowing you to truly enjoy the life you've built. Your golden years are a time to reflect on the journey you've taken, to cherish the lessons you've learned, and to celebrate the life you've created. Don't let the constant complaints of others steal that from you. Protect your peace, choose gratitude, and surround yourself with those who uplift you. Life is too precious to spend it focusing on what's wrong. Instead, choose to focus on what's right, on the love, the joy, and the beauty that surrounds you. In these later years, every moment matters. Each day is an opportunity to find joy, to share love, and to create memories that bring you happiness. Don't let the negativity of others weigh you down. Choose to be around those who see the good, who celebrate your successes, and who share in your gratitude for the life you've built. As we wrap up this discussion, I want to leave you with this thought. Your life is your own, and you have the power to decide how you experience it. You can choose to focus on the complaints, the negativity, and the things that didn't go right. Or you can choose to focus on the blessings, the joy, and the moments that made it all worthwhile. The choice is yours, and I hope you choose gratitude, because it's a choice that leads to true peace and fulfillment. Thank you so much for joining me today, and for being a part of this journey. I hope that this message inspires you to let go of the negativity, to choose gratitude, and to live your golden years with joy and purpose. Remember to like this video, share it with others who might find it helpful, and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Let's continue to support each other as we navigate the journey of life, and let's make it one that is filled with light, love, and gratitude. Your golden years are yours to live, and you deserve to live them fully, without the weight of unnecessary complaints or negativity. Embrace the good, let go of the rest, and surround yourself with people who lift you up. Let gratitude guide your days, and may you find joy in every moment you choose to cherish. Until next time, take care, and remember to always find something to be grateful for, and 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 something to be grateful for.